right. Okay, so once we did this thing, the last thing they wanted us to do was to if I go over the steps here, we were on a step on page actually 54. Just format the worksheet. I'm sorry, step number 3 first. Is when we did the format the so the one was to create this thing that you see on the screen, the worksheet. Step 2, create totals for each region. So we did the totals also. And then number 3, and that's why I got disconnected when we were on number 3. But anyway, number 3 says to format the worksheet title with the title cell style. Center the title across columns A through F. I think we did this part. Remember that we highlighted this. Then we went to the cell styles, and we use the title style right here. You do that. A second here.
Mr. Vasquez,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Mexicali right now, and because we have an advance, so I decided to leave. So I'm already advanced because when you went off because of the electricity, I advanced a little bit. So I'm gonna leave. So see you next class.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Maria.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you. All right. So we did this part right here where we actually set up the title on a single. We merged. Remember we merged this thing. So let's go ahead and now merge the subtitle. It's on step number 4 on the next page, on page 54. And I'll read it for you. You can just follow along. It says to format the worksheet subtitle to 16 points, Calibri light. So we're going to highlight this and then go Calibri. I don't think it has Calibri light, so just going to leave it at Calibri. It's fine. But size 16. So right here, we're going to change it to 16. Oops, Calibri 16. There it is. Notice how I made it a little bigger. And then it says change the font color to blue. So right here. So size 16 first and font color to blue. It doesn't say blue what? Just blue gray, right? From blue to gray. Oh, gray. Where's gray?
It's in the grays. In the grays.
Did
Like
this
the
one?
second or third row, I think. It says blue gray.
This one. This one. I see this one. Blue gray. Okay. I bet this one right here, the 4. No, blue gray text too.
It's in the third, fourth row. Parece que ese es blue gray.
So son todos
Gray
estos.
text 2.
The darker one or which?
The next, dice blue gray text 2.
Text to darker 50, this says the darker 25, darker 40. See, no, lighter and darker. Yeah, how's that too? Oh, this one is the one way up here. Yeah, blue
What,
gray
that right
text
there?
2.
Oh,
It's the one I'm pointing at right now.
okay.
Let me do the little arrow so you guys see where it's at. There's that right there. Okay. Size 16. All right, so we click it. And there it is. That's the one they want. Okay. All right, so that part is done. And then the next one says center the subtitle across columns A through F. So we have to highlight this column and then merge and center this other one right here. Okay, merge and center. So just click on that and it will put it on in the middle. So that's how we can fix the title and the subtitle. Okay. Now we'll complete step number 4. Okay. Okay. So, ¿sí encontró el email, Cristina, o no? ¿Nunca salió?
See, it was in my junk email.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
That's
so I
why I
figured
couldn't
it
find it.
might have
I'm
gone
trying
there.
to, yeah, I'm trying to get it to open up right now.
Okay, so open it, click on the link, and on the email it will open up, and then it will open up something like this. Look at what you see here on my screen.
Yeah.
Something like this. You click where it says open, right here. Okay. Lupita, ¿sí pudo usted entrar o no?
No.
Su cuenta.
Okay, yes, I'm in.
All right, so you have something like what I'm showing right here?
Yeah, I think so. Mhm.
All right. Can you go where it says file? And then save as, and see if it allows you to save a copy of it.
Okay, let me check.
All right, so we're on step number 5 now. It says use cell styles to format the range from A4 to F4. So this is A4 right here, which are the headings A4 to F4. So we're gonna highlight this: north, south, east, west, and totals. And we're gonna apply the heading number 3 cell style. Okay, so we go to styles right here. Heading number 4, is it, or 3? 3. Heading number 3. To H4, I mean A4 to F4. You click it. Wait a minute, am I doing it right? Let me see. Wait a minute, it's not that, it's this right here. No, what? Give me 1 second here. It says A4. There's nothing on A4. To F4. So all this, because they wanted on all this.
The north, south,
Even if it doesn't have anything, so it's all that. So styles, we want heading number 3. Okay. Okay. Let me zoom in more so you guys see more of my window here. Oops, sorry. Just trying to zoom in. There. Okay, the next thing is to do, says range B4 now to F4. So B4 to F4. Right there. We're gonna do the ascend one cell style.
Isn't it the one above it? B4?
Oh, that's right, B4. Thank you. B4 to F4. Ascend one style, cell style. So I'm gonna go cell style, ascend one. There is, but is it, oh, this one. There's this one, look at it. So I'll change the background, really nice. Let me repeat the step. So it's B4 to F4. We're gonna go to cell styles and ascend one. And it makes the headings for the worksheet to stand out. Remember, the whole point of what we're doing right now is formatting the worksheet, so it makes it more readable and more understandable. You know, you see it and you can understand what it is about. Okay. So that's the purpose of this. And then now the range A10. So I'm gonna go A10 right here. Oops, right here, A10, all the way down to F10. So that range right there, A10 to F10. On this one, they want us to apply the total style. What's the total? It's over here on my thing here. Let me put you guys down there. It's right here. See that? And what it does adds the double line here. And like if it was a total, still the cells are not really separated. That we're gonna do that on probably the next step, okay? So you can see now it looks really nice. So again, let me repeat the step in case you missed it. So from A10 to F10, style, the total style. I click away so you can see what happened, okay? So far, look at how our sheet is looking really nice. So that completes step number 5. Step number 6. To center the column titles on row number 4. So this is row number 4. I'm gonna highlight it. You can just click on the 4 if you want to. If it's easier, you just click on the 4 and it highlights the whole row. Or you can just go like this and highlight that part from A4 to F4. But it didn't say that. It said actually center the titles in row number 4. So we have to click just on the number 4. Okay. Apply the accounting number format to the ranges. Oh, center it first. So right here, this is the center. See that? The center right there. So again, there's this little thing right here, a very tiny one. Just click on that. That's the center button. Click it, it's gonna put them all in the middle of the cell. And then they want us to apply the accounting number format to the ranges B5, which is right here, B5, all the way down to F5. Right here. B5 to F5. So this is the range they want us to highlight and apply the accounting number. Remember, the accounting number is right here on the general. Right here, accounting. Okay. So it's in general and then in accounting.
I don't see general.
Right, you must be on your home tab right here, home, and then general is right here.
Okay.
You click on the little arrow, and then it's gonna have a bunch of different options. Like we're looking for accounting. Make sure you highlight the range first, from B5, I'm sorry, to F5, and then you click it. And what it is, it adds the dollar sign and the comma. So adds the dollar sign and comma. Okay. I'll repeat it again in case you missed it. So I highlight this range B5 to F5. When I go to general, select accounting. And there it is. On the next step, I'm still on 6, okay? I'm reading all this on 6. Now what we need to do the ranges B10 and F10. So B10 and F10, and we're gonna do the same thing again. We're also gonna apply the accounting style to that section. And don't forget that what it does, see, notice how that's the numbers on mine? Because I need to kind of like stretch them out a little bit. Because they don't have enough room to display, so I'm just going to stretch them out. See, on Word, on Excel, you just actually double click and it does it automatically. But this version, the online version, doesn't do it that way. Okay, so there you have it, see? I just kind of like arrange them. You got it. It gives you the dollar sign and the comma separators. So it makes our worksheet looks way better. Okay, so the next thing to do is to do apply the comma format to ranges B6 to F9. So B6 right here to F9 right over here. This one, they just want the separator, the comma separator. So we just click on the comma right here, see, comma style. I'm just gonna click it. And it added the comma for that to separate the thousands. So this range right here, you're gonna click on the comma style. And what it does, it has the comma separator for the thousands. So now the amounts look way better than they were at the beginning. Right here, I think I need to just make sure that there it is. So that arrange the column size so you can see all the different categories: sneakers, shoes, sandals, accessories, and miscellaneous.
Maestro, when I go to total and I highlight B10 through F10,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go to general and do accounting,
Mm-hmm.
I only get like the number sign all across.
Oh, that's what I got too. Didn't you see my screen? I got the same thing. All I have to do is resize the columns. Look at what I'm doing right now on my screen. If I go right here, see?
Okay, okay.
And I open it, and then I see the numbers. The signs, you know, the number signs or hashtag, as kids call it nowadays. What it means is that there's not enough room to display the correct amount. So just put numbers, because that's where you have numbers. So Excel puts only the symbol for numbers, saying there's numbers there, but we can't see it because there's not enough room. So you have to open the column to see the rest of the numbers, which I just did right now. All right. And it says right there, adjust any column width to the widest text entry in each column. So that way you can see it. It's what I just did right now. That when I adjusted the columns, it was the last part of the step number 6. I adjusted the columns so they can see, you know, you're able to see everything.
I have to adjust each column?
Yeah, so you go right here between the two columns, see how my mouse, look at my mouse is a pointing white arrow. When I bring it right here in between the F and the G, look at what happens. In the line right there, it shows me that it's now I can split it, meaning make it larger or wider, or make it a little closer. Okay, so I can control it right here, control the size or the width.
Okay.
And so it allows you to make it wider or narrow it more, so however you want it. In this case, I think I went a little bit too much on this. Right there, that's good. See, notice how on only this first line of numbers, or first row of numbers, we put the dollar sign, the accounting format. And then on this one, also we did it. The amounts in the middle, you never do that, because it will be so confusing to see all these dollar signs everywhere. Look at, if I go, okay, dollar sign, I'm gonna do accounting on all this. If I go dollar sign, look at how messy it looks. See that? That's why we don't do it that way. We only do it to the first line of the first row of numbers and the total, the last one. That's where you add the number sign. You don't put the number sign in this area right here, because it will be very confusing and for whoever is looking at this report.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, we'll continue. We're almost done with this thing. It's just a bunch of steps just to arrange the thing. It's the last part that we're doing. Okay, so that was number 6. We're on number 7 now. Select the ranges B4 to E4. So B4 starts right here, all the way down to E4. So right here, only these, not the totals, right there. And they want us to do, see, they want us to do another one, and we're not going to be able to do it. They want us to highlight B10 and E10. So this is B10 and E10. So basically they want us to do this right here. But remember that you can't do it here. It doesn't let you. So we're not going to have the titles up here. We're just going to highlight this part. Remember, that's one of the things about the online office, that only is the limited kind of edition of this thing. So just highlight from on the step number 7. Don't highlight B4 to E4. Highlight only B10 to E10. So
I was able to do them both, Mr. Vasquez.
You were? What did you do?
I just hit the control. I did first the.
Oh, that's right.
I
It wasn't working the other day.
Yeah, you told us to do that.
No, but it didn't work last time we were trying it, remember?
Well, I did it right now and it worked.
Okay, but it's
And
doing
I'm doing
also.
online.
I noticed, okay, so I'm highlighting this. Okay, that's work. Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. How come it didn't work last time? Remember when we were trying to do it? Okay, so it's going to work this time. So we're going to go, let me do it again. Thank you, Jackie. I didn't even try it because I knew it didn't work last time. So we're going to highlight north, south, east, and west. We let go, but keep it highlighted, and then press the control key on your keyboard, and then highlight the second part. Okay, which is the B10 to E10. You let go of the control once they're both highlighted, and now we can go to insert. They want us to do a pie chart. Insert, wait a minute, oh no, it doesn't do it, look, see? That's the thing, it doesn't do it. That's what happened last time. It doesn't let us, it lets us highlight it, but it doesn't let us do the thing.
Pie.
Yeah, it doesn't let us do the pie. It's okay. So let's just highlight B10, I'm sorry, to E10. So we're just gonna highlight that. It's okay. Now we go to the pie chart. We're gonna do a 2D, and there it is. You will have number 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of the north, south, east, and west. But it's okay. That's the way it does it. And if you look on your textbook, it has it exactly the same image. I don't know if you guys can see it there. See, it is the same colors and everything. The only thing different is the little series inside, which we're gonna do next. Okay. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit so you guys see more of my screen here. Okay, there it is. All right, so I'm still on 7. It says style. We did move the chart to the new worksheet. We can't do that part either. So we cannot do the second part of 7. We cannot do also 8, so we're gonna skip to 9. 19. Se pasan de lanza. We're not gonna do 9. I just read what it says. We're gonna skip 9 also. So number. Okay, the only thing I want to do, look at this, put them right here. Look at what I'm gonna do here. I click on the chart, and let's do the title on the chart. So remember how I do the title for the chart? We go right here where it says chart, and then we click on chart title, and then we edit the chart title. And instead of chart title, it's gonna be called what?
First quarter revenue analysis.
First quarter revenue analysis. Thank you. So let's type that. First quarter revenue analysis. All right, so click OK when you're done typing the new name, and your new name will appear here. Now, that's the one thing, okay? And I want to do also the data labels. This is numbers right here, 1 through 4. We just want to put them inside, okay? So we're going to go on data labels. See what it says inside and, outside and, best fit. I don't know if it's best fit. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. Sorry, that's not it. It's a legend in what we're talking about. No, not the legend. No, it's the data labels. See inside in?
Would it be in the center where it says display data label and position centered on the data points?
This one?
Yeah, you think it would be that one?
No, look at it. No, it gets too messy. No, let's just leave it like that. Let's just leave it like that. I was thinking the numbers that go in there, but it's the legend actually. It's that legend right there. See those numbers? No, never mind. I tried to make them go inside, but they don't want to go inside, so it's fine. It's fine. So just like that is fine. That's how we're gonna finish it. And that's probably the last part of the assignment, of this assignment. And save the worksheet, lab 1. So let me show you how to save it. If you haven't put the name right here, look at, you just click right here and write the new name. If you don't have lab space 1-1, Katie Kicks. I wanted to try this. All right, so that's it. That's all we need to do, okay? Let me just bring this thing down a little bit. And then it says to do a quick preview. Once I move my chart below it. Okay, I'm assuming that's why you don't see much of my thing. So here it is. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is how it should look, you know, once you're done with it. Just put it to the bottom of it. And I'm looking at the one on the textbook. It's identical, so we did a really good job. Right. Even though, remember, the numbers were like not the same, but I guess they are. Hey, Raimundo is back.
Sorry, I was working. I barely came.
No problem. Don't worry about it. All right.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
Okay. Don't forget, I'm recording this thing and I upload the video for those of you who wanna continue this, because I wanna definitely start on the new assignment, so that way we all can start together on the next one. Okay.
All right.
Let me put the name right here if you haven't done so. Save it, and then link it to me. That way, you know, I haven't had a chance to go over our work, but I promise you, I'm gonna go put comments and everything. Okay? I just have been really busy with this online classes in the morning. They're killing me. I'm telling you. Anyway, so let me show you what you're gonna do. You're gonna click right here where it says share. You guys probably are familiar with this already. Click on share, and then you're gonna put my email address, which is Babas, I think it's 59 Outlook. Look.com. There it is. So that's my email, and then send me your finished assignment. Okay. And then send it, and that will send me a link of it, and not only I have it's also you know, we need the school needs what is called how do they call it, evidence that we're actually doing something online and we're not chatting and kicking back here. So send it to me and click send, and I will get it. I get it automatically, so don't think like did I get it or not. I get it. If you put my email correctly, I will get it. Remember, machines don't make mistakes. People make mistakes. Machines are almost perfect if you think about it.
Mr. Vasquez, what's your email?
It's on the screen right now. Can you see my screen? It's
Yeah, I could barely see it.
It's PABAS 59, Pavas 59. And so you understand how I make the emails in case you want to create your own emails. It's PA stands for Pablo, that's my first name, and VAS for my last name, Vasquez. And 59 is the year I was born. So I always use, you know, something meaningful that I can remember. Otherwise, you know, if I put Hot Daddy or something like that,
Yeah.
it's not only not professional, but I will forget it, you know. So always use something that is meaningful to you, especially your name. At outlook.com, that's my email.
Okay.
All right, so you send it and I will get it. And let's go ahead and close it because I want to start with a new one, okay? So that way we can all start together. I did get Jackie's, Paula, and sometimes, you know, it goes to the, I noticed that sometimes it goes to the new conversations. Sometimes it goes to the junk mail. I don't know why, but it does. See, I have a bunch of them. I have Barbara. I have a bunch of them that need to take them out of this thing. So let me select them all. Take them out of the and send them to the I think I just do this now. Like that, and then put it in the not junk. So it will send directly. They will go to my inbox, all of them. All right, so there. Okay. All right, so let me close this, and now we can start the new assignment all together. Okay. So let me go back here. All right, so let's make sure that we can start this all together, so we don't. This is gonna be lab number 2, okay? And Christina, I'm gonna have to get you a textbook, okay? Maybe at the end of the class we can talk really quick, and I can tell you how we're gonna do it, so you can get a copy of the textbook.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so are we ready for the new one, or you guys still sending the other one? Okay, you want to take a quick break, go drink water, stretch out, feed the dog. You know, like when I used to live in Cathedral City, every time I look out the window, my neighbor was looking like, he probably thought that I was spying on him or something. I was just, you know, every once in a while you get tired, look out the window, and every time my neighbor was there, like, Yo creo que pensaba que
Que lo andaba
lo andaba
espiando.
espiando, you know, they say. So let's take a 5-minute break really quick, go drink some water, stretch out, and then we start on page, it's going to be page 55. Those of you who have the textbook, page 55 is the name of the assignment. It's called Lab Number 2, Sales Analysis Worksheet. All right. So let's quickly go take a quick break. I'm gonna take a quick break here. Be right back.
Not yet.
I am back. Okay. Okay, so let's get ready to start our new assignment. It's on chapter I'm sorry, page EX 55. lab number 2. EX55 lab number 2 sales analysis worksheet. All right. And let me just briefly describe the problem that we're trying to solve with this worksheet. It says problem, the chief accountant for Davis Mobile Concepts, a leading car audio dealer serving 4 states, as the chief accountant. So you're the chief accountant of Davis Mobile Concepts, a leading car audio dealer serving 4 states. You have been asked by the vice president to create a worksheet to analyze yearly sales for each state. As you can see in figure 176, the packages and corresponding sales by state for the year are shown on table 1A. All right, so the first thing we need to do is create the table. Create a worksheet shown in figure 176 at the very bottom. All right, table 1.8. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Let me go back to my office. And so here we're back in the office. I closed any other windows I had open, so I'm back on the office right here. And always, if you're not sure, you can see right here it shows me I'm in office. So wait a minute, there it is. So I open another window, but this is the same thing. So here it is, I'm in the office. It's called the dashboard. That's how they call this thing. That's where everything is. Okay, so I'm in the dashboard. I'm gonna go to Excel right here. Click on Excel. And then it gives me this window. What do I want to do? I want to create a new blank worksheet. So I want to do this right here. Create a new blank worksheet. So again, we're going to click on Excel. That's step 1. Step 1, and this is step 2. All right. Let me know when you're ready, and then we start typing the information to create this worksheet, sales analysis worksheet for this company where this is an exercise. You're the chief accountant. Okay, I say they don't pay me enough to be the chief accountant. All right, so we're ready. We click on it, and look at what's gonna happen. It will take you to Excel and a new blank worksheet. Completely blank, so you're ready to create this thing. I'm zooming in on mine. You don't have to zoom in on yours if you don't want to. I'm zooming in so you guys can see what I'm doing, and it's easy for for your eyes. Okay. Not only that, don't forget that I'm recording this. I'll post the video tonight, and then we can you guys can do this in case you miss any steps. Okay. Are we ready? We are. See who's texting me. Okay. All right, so here we go. So we're going to create a worksheet. The first thing they want us to do, and we don't have to make it fancy for now. We're just going to type it. Let's start on. Wow. I'm looking at how it's up there. So we're probably going to start on, since it doesn't tell us, we're going to start on, let me see, on A4, A5, well, A5. So we're going to go A and then number 5 right here. So A and 5. That's where we're going to start. The first thing we're going to put is California, Nevada, and Washington as those 4 states. Remember, it's on 4 states. So it's California. Enter, and then Nevada. Enter, and then Oregon. Enter, and then Washington. Convert to geography, no. I don't know what that means. How funny. No, that's what we want, just that. All right, so California, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. Go ahead and type them. If it bothers you that this thing is covering the thing, just expand it a little bit. No big deal. Okay, so expand it so you have enough room. Because it might throw you off if you see it like that, you know. All right, so on A5, California, on A6, Nevada, on A7, Oregon, and on 8, am I typing Washington, Korea? Washington on 8. All right, so the next thing is, those are the different, states. Next thing, we're gonna put the different categories. So we're gonna do the categories on B. I'm looking at the one that they're showing there, so B4. So I'm gonna go B4 right here, and I'm gonna put the first category, alarm. I'm gonna press the tab key so I can move to the next cell. Press the tab key on the keyboard, and I'm gonna put audio. Tab key again, and I'm gonna put light. Tab key, and I'm gonna put ultimate. I don't know what that means. Ultimate. I know what the word means, but I don't know what it means in this business. Okay, so there it is. Now I created kind of like the basis of my worksheet. All I need to do is populate it with the numbers. The numbers or the figures for each cell, okay? I'll wait for you guys to be ready to for the next step. Of course, if you have a textbook, go ahead and continue with your textbook. Is make it easy to be typing it, okay? So I'll start with the numbers. I'm gonna start with the alarm first. So I'm gonna go 860-358-71. Okay, let me just expand it a little bit so you guys see it. There it is. I'm gonna expand them because I know you guys won't see all my numbers. So the next number is 345, 24, 13. Next for Oregon is 396, 157, 67. And then Washington is 395, 428, 36. You notice that when I don't have the commas and all that, it's kind of like hard to see the numbers. But don't worry about it. We're gonna fix that later on. But right now, I'm just trying to input the information first to create the worksheet. Now the audio is 431, 758, 35, 863, 814, 87, 326, 159, 07, and 804, 908, 29. All right. Light, I imagine that they installed lights. Is that what it means? I don't know. So light. 375, 708, 22, 786, 253, 39. 500, 255, 40. 91, 37. And then the ultimate, I have like a little manchita here. And then the last one is the ultimate is 247, 826, 20, 511, 277, 11, 3, 83, 514, 73, and 342, 965, 38. All right, so I have all my numbers now. And I'll wait till you guys, I can zoom in more so you guys see all my numbers here. Okay. Give you a few minutes to complete it, maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll continue. Wait a minute, it says continue next page. No, yeah, it's okay. The table is only on this page. This way, oh, this way, this way, this way. Oh, this way is para acá. Okay, it's que my camera is kind of like. I'm drinking water, so to hide from you guys. Okay, on A1, we're gonna put Davis mobile concepts, okay? I don't know if that's what I'm just looking at. By the worksheet is that. Okay, they just want us to do this mobile concepts. The subtitle is gonna be yearly sales. That's it, just those two things. David Mobile Concepts, yearly sales. Yeah. I'm looking at my textbook just to make sure that it's what they want us to do. Let me know when you're ready to continue, okay? So we can continue.
I'm ready, Mr. Vasquez.
Okay. Anybody else ready? Barbara, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Lupita, you're ready? No?
I am.
Okay. Raimundo is
Estoy
ready.
poquito atrasadita.
Okay, no hay problema.
Es que le tomo la picture a lo que hizo ahorita y voy a mi page y ya lo está haciendo typing, pero ahorita lo hago rápido.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
No problem. How are we doing, Christina? We're good?
Yes, I barely finished right now.
All right, great, great. And Maria, Jennifer, and Paula, how are we doing? That's a little
I'm
thing.
ready.
Okay, that's a little thing where you can just do the thumbs up and. Okay, Jennifer is ready. All right, thank you, Jennifer. All right, so I think everybody's ready. Let's continue, okay? So that was step number one. Basically, we created the worksheet. It's not formatted or anything. It doesn't look nice like the one we just finished, but that's the whole point of this. We're not only creating the worksheet from scratch, but we're also formatting it, okay? So let's move on to the next page. I'm on page now 56. At the top of 56 on step number 2. And it says use the sum function to determine total revenue for each of the 4 packages, the totals for each state, and the company total. Okay, so we have to do all that. So give me 1 second because I forgot to do that. So right here, we're going to put total. Right here on 9, let's make sure that we put total, and that's where we're going to put all the totals. All right, so total on number 9, 9A. And then right here, we're going to start with a freeze total. The total for the alarm. Let's start with that. And all I have to do is just click on the cell where we want the total. In this case, will be B9. And then look at, we click on this little symbol here. This symbol is the sum. Right there, see? It's auto sum. So we just click on the symbol. You click on the symbol and it highlights all the amounts. And at the bottom it says sum. It's going to sum or add B5 to B8. So all we have to do at this point is just press enter. And it will give us the total. So again, for audio, we're going to click on C9. Just click right there because that's what we want, the total. We're going to go to the auto sum, click it. It highlights what we want, the amounts that we want to add on the column. We press enter. Beautiful, huh? Easy. So we go to the next one. Do the same exact thing, auto sum. Press enter. Always make sure that it's highlighting what you want to add. Because sometimes Excel, even though it's a computer program, it doesn't make mistakes, but it doesn't know what you want to do. And we'll see that on the next one, okay?
Okay, how do you do it again?
Okay, so you click on the location where you want the total.
Okay.
And then you just go auto sum.
All right, okay.
And then press enter. Making sure always that it's highlighting the section that you want to total. So now this, we want to total all this, or we want to total this. I don't know, this is a good one. When the
Mr.
total
Vasquez,
yeah.
I'm getting a formula in there.
And where, on this one?
And the totals, yes.
But are you pressing enter or no?
Yes.
It doesn't change to numbers, to this number that
No,
the ones I have?
it says equal sum, open parentheses, C9, close parentheses.
Okay, can you, is doing this right here, like what you see, where, look at where I'm pointing right now. Like that?
Yes.
Just, you need to press enter. And it will convert it into the numbers.
It gave me a 0.
Huh? Okay. Then let's do it this way. So click again. Look, I'm gonna delete it. And I'm gonna go to auto sum and press enter. Try like that. Let's do it again and see if you.
Right.
No, I'm getting the same thing.
That's strange. But
And
again,
then I'm getting the little boxes that are in like running little ants, the little,
the number sign.
no, it's a little, like a little chain.
7.
Can you share your screen so I can see or no?
No, because I'm on a different,
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah. Okay.
I'll play around with it then.
Look at when I click it. Look, let me delete it again. So let's say you're on B9. Just go to B9. Is that what you're getting the error or no?
Yes.
So click on B9. Make sure there's nothing. Delete whatever is there.
Okay.
And make sure there is blank like mine is shown right now.
Right.
And then go and click on auto sum. And then press enter. And tell me what happens.
I'm getting the same thing.
Oh, wow. So you're getting the formula like this,
Yes.
like that. That's what you're getting?
Yes.
Equal sum and parentheses B5 to B8?
Yes.
Okay. When it shows that, when it shows the formula, something on the view. View formulas. Let me see. Is when I do Well, how was it? Oops. Oops, sorry.
We can continue and I'll try to figure it out.
See, mine, no, there's a feature that it does that automatically. I'm trying to find it. I think it's control. Okay, it's disabled on it, so I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that to you. What's possible? See? Let's.
Should I just highlight the whole column and then do the auto sum?
Okay, if you do it like this, you look at when I go. Let me do it again, just to show you where the problem could be. If I go auto sum, and notice how my auto sum is going from B5 to B8. If
Yes.
I'm not going from there, if I just have this thing right here, or even right here, it won't add anything. So you have to make sure that you highlight all this when you're doing that.
Okay.
Because if I don't have anything highlighted, look at auto sum, and then I'm gonna go.
That way it did it.
It work now?
Yeah, but I have to do the whole column.
Okay. So you notice how I have 0?
Yeah.
When I click on it, I just have that because I'm not adding anything. So I have to actually highlight what I want to add. Enter, and then it will do 0. So I have to do it again. Auto sum, enter, there. Okay, so this one now, the ultimate, we need the total for the ultimate. So here we're gonna do total for the ultimate also, auto sum, enter. And now over here, we forgot to put more totals here because he wants to know for each state. So I'm gonna go total, again here on F4. And then I'm gonna do the total, I'm gonna do the total for each state now. So the total for California, I have to do all this. So look at what I'm gonna do. Auto sum, but see, Excel already knows that that's what I'm trying to add. All the California categories, alarm, audio, light, and ultimate for California is that number. 1,915,651 with 56 cents. So I'm gonna do the next one too, auto sum. But I'm making sure that it's highlighting now all the Nevada categories. I'm gonna do the next one too. But look at now the next one is making a mistake because it's highlighting these two. I don't want to add those two. I want to add them all. So I'm gonna click right here and then let it highlight those. Remember, Excel doesn't know exactly what's going on. So I have to tell Excel what I'm adding. So the next one, auto sum. And again, it's doing the same thing. It's trying to add the totals, the previous totals. I don't need that. I need for each state. So I'm gonna highlight Washington from B4, B8 to E8. I'm gonna press enter and that should be the amount. Now the grand total for that, okay. Let me see, so I go auto sum. I press enter and it's 7,850. I'm comparing it to the look book 501.33. Perfect. So that's it. So in this case, on the last one, I do want to add everything. Okay. On the last one, I do want to add all this. Okay. Now instead of, yeah.
So you have to highlight everything on that total column?
On the last one, well, it should do it automatically. Look at.
Okay.
So for mine, did it automatically. Now this didn't do it automatically. I had to highlight them and make sure that that was my total that I was adding. Now let me show you something else. How about if I add this? Would that be the same thing? Let me check. It should be the same because it's kind of like adding the same things, doesn't it? Yeah. So this way, or going down or horizontal, is the total is the total. It will be the same. Okay. So either way. All right. So that completes step number 2, which they want us to do all the totals. It says on 2, I'm going to read again 2. It says use the sum function to determine total revenue for each of the 4 category packages, the totals for each state, and the company total. So we did all the totals already. Make sure your numbers match my numbers, okay? Because I already tested it both ways and it's correct. Add column and row headings for the total rows and total column is appropriate. Now we're ready to format the worksheet. So we'll start with number 3. It says step number 3. I'm on page 56 if you want to follow me. It says format the worksheet title and subtitle with a title cell. All right. So I'm going to highlight the title. This is our title. I'm going to go to style. Title style right here. See title. So, and then it says now we're going to highlight from A. So again, let me do it again. So I'm going to go to cell styles and right here look at title. What makes it really big letters. When you click it, it changes to these big letters that I'm showing now. Now they want us to center across the columns. So I'm going to go A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm going to highlight from A to F, A1 to F1, and use this button right here. Look at it. It's called the Merchant Center. Just click it. That thing will do the rest of it. Look at it. See, notice how it made all the cells into one single cell? So instead of having A1, B1, C1, D1, it just made it all into one single cell. It merged the cells together and it centered the contents. Okay. Let me repeat the steps because these steps, I think it throws some people off sometimes. So this is how it looks right now. I'm just click on A1. That's where the title is located. I'm going to go to cell styles, apply the title style. Immediately, I'm going to click on A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, and F1, and Merchant Center. That's it. And down with the step number 3, half of it. The next one says use the, now we're going to format the subtitle. Yearly sales. So it says to use the font group. This is the group for the font. On the ribbon to format the worksheet title and subtitle. Well, the title and subtitle is 18 points, Arial black. All right, both of them, they wanted a size 18 and then Arial black. Here it is. They want this ugly text. Arial black, there it is. All right, see, both of them. So I highlighted and converted both of them to that. Okay. Format the title and subtitle with green accent font color. Okay, so I'm going to highlight it again. And for the title and subtitle, they want us to use the green accent 6 color. So right here, the color green accent 6. There it is, that green. Just click it and it will apply. Let me leave it there so you guys see the color green. So I click on the font color and I go to the green 6, green accent 6. You click it and there it is. Okay. Last thing is to now center the subtitle, the yearly sales. So we're going to highlight A2, B2, C2, D2, E2, and F2. And then go to Merchant Center. All right. That's how it should look. Oh my God. That's how it should look now when if I go back looking and show you the picture, for those of you who don't have the textbooks, see the picture? I don't know if you can see the picture of the title. Okay, there it is. So it's green also. It looks the same kind of thing. My light here is killing it. Let me turn off this light. I want to show you that what we did is exactly what the textbook shows. There it is, see? I can barely see it here. But that's how they want it. That's exactly how we did it.
Didn't we have the yearly sales also at 18 font?
Yeah, we did. We changed it, didn't we?
Okay.
But it doesn't look 18, huh?
No.
Let me check. See if I, oops. Whatever. I don't know what I did there. Oh, here it is. So if I go right here, no, it didn't. This one did, but it didn't do this one. So you're right. Let's go 18. There it is. So if you somehow didn't change, just go to 18 right here. All right. So okay, so that was number 5, I think. No, number 6. Adjust any column width. No, not yet. Not yet.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
3.
Not yet. Not yet. Let me see. That was number 5. So that was 3.
It was 3. Mhm.
Oh, I'm in the wrong page. No wonder. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong page. So it says number 2, number 3, format the worksheet title. Yeah, that was number 3. Thank you. Center the titles. I did center the titles. So now number 4. Format the range B4 to F4. So let's arrange that. B4 to F4. So this right here, they want us to use the heading number 2 style. So the cell styles are right here. And they want us to use the heading number 2 right here. Just click it. There it is. Just apply. And then center the text in the cells. So center is this button right here. Okay. So just click it and it centers the contents. If you click it again, it goes back. So just click it one time only. Okay. So again, those 2 are right here on the center right there, and cell styles right here. Don't forget that this one, they want us to use the style, what was it? The heading 2, no?
Mm-hmm.
Heading number 2. I'm pointing the arrow so you see where I did this thing, okay? All right, so let's continue. Format now the range A5, so A5, all the way down to F5. I'm sorry, F8. A5. Arrange the range A5. I don't know what they're talking about, all this.
I think it's only the states, no?
But why it says A5 to F8? I'm on number 4. Look at the number 4. It says format the range A5 to F8.
If you look at the chart, they highlighted the whole, like, they highlighted the whole thing except for the total.
So right there, no, like that.
Oh, yeah,
California
that's what I meant.
to Washington all the way across. Ándale así.
All right, so it's, yeah, no, because I was thinking, wait a minute, it's the whole thing. And they want us 20% and send 6. Okay, so. Okay, so let's find it. 20% and send 6, so it'd be this right here. So this is light green. And I think it's just the background, not the number. See, that's cool. It looks nice. It's just the background. So let me do it again, okay? So it's from A5 to F8. And then you're going to go to cell styles, and we're looking for the accent 20%. Accent 6, 20%. It's a very light green. So when we click it, it just does the background. So it makes it look nice, as a matter of fact. Okay. The same thing for, well, different thing for range A9 to F9. So A9 to F9. For this one, we're going to do the total cell style. So total cell style is right there. Okay. And what it does, it makes the numbers bold, meaning darker, and also does the double underline and the top line. All right, so also they want us to do cell B5 to F5. So B5 to F5. And they want us to do, we can do the, I don't know if we can do the two or not. I'm not even going to try. Let's just do one at a time. B5 to F5, we want us to do the accounting number format. So accounting, right here. Accounting. Okay, don't forget the accounting is right here. I'll put the little arrow so you guys see it. Don't forget that I'm recording this and I'm going to upload the video so you guys can find it. So just click it and it should change the numbers. It does the dollar sign, remember that, and the commas. I'm just gonna adjust this so I can see more, so you guys are not thrown off by the number sign. There it is. So same thing for B9, F9. So B9, F9. Same thing for the totals. So we just go accounting style or accounting format. And I'm gonna fix this because remember that I have to fix it because you can't see it. Just kind of adjusting it. Doesn't adjust automatic, just have to double click. All right, there it is, see? So I apply that, for this I apply the accounting format. Number format is called accounting number format. And then I do the same thing for this other one. Okay. So what it does, it adds the dollar sign and the comma separators. Okay, so I have one more thing to do and then we can stop after this. Now they want us to do with the accounting format in cells B6 to F8. Okay, so ¿qué pasó? Where did I leave this thing? A9 to F9, so I did F9 to F9. And then counting cells. Okay, so we're gonna do B6 to F8 with the comma style format. B6, so it's right here, B6, all the way to F6. This one, remember, we don't want the dollar signs because it'd be too confusing. We just want the comma. So on this one, we just click on the comma right here, look at the comma style. All right, so for this section right here, which are the numbers from Nevada all the way down to Washington, we're gonna do only the comma format for those. Comma format. Okay. And I resize all my columns. So I'm gonna click away so you guys see how it looks. And this is how it should look for when we're done with this step, okay? And let's make sure we save it at this point. You're still working on it, continue working on it, no problem. But see, look at how I'm gonna save this thing. If I go right here where it says book 2, and mine says book 2. If yours says book 1 or book 3 or book 4, don't worry, it doesn't matter. We're gonna delete that name and we're gonna put the name that they want us to save it as Lab 1-2 Davis Mobile Concepts. Lab 1-2. So I'm gonna put Lab 1. Oops, I didn't put Lab. Give me 1 second here. lab 1-2 Davis Mobile Concepts. All right. When I'm done typing, I press enter and the new name appears there. And it's already saved, so we're good. So again, you just click right here, delete what's there, and then put the new name. Lab 1-2 David Mobile Concepts. Enter. And you should have the new name. And at this point, you can just close it and it saves automatically, because when you press enter, it says save to OneDrive. Remember, it saves in real time, so it's a good thing that it saves automatically. That's what the word real time means, that it's saving as you're typing. Okay. It's 8:05, we're going to stop at this point. Any questions?
Mr. Vasquez, are you gonna speak with me regarding the book afterwards?
Yeah, don't go. We'll talk about
Thank
that.
you, Mr.
Okay.
Vasquez.
Good.
Good night,
Good night. Thank you very much, Jackie.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me close this. Stop share. All right. Let me send you a text and I tell you, Christina.